a re lotšhitše le amogetše go Leihlo la Sechaba lebitso la ka ke nna Lethabo le Joy la ga Mathatho bošong ba lehono re tlhomphana le tšana ya peleng ya banyana yo gape e le go setswerere sa kgwele ya maoto ka Afrika. Portia Modise e sa le yena sebapadi se le noši mono Afrika go nweša dino tše legolo dipapading tša boditšhabatšhaba gomme o thomile go emela Afrika Borwa a ena le mengwaga ye 16. Good evening. Tonight we focus on women in football in South Africa.
Kgwele ya dinao ya basadi mo Afrika Borwa e simolola go gola mme ka jalo basetsana ba le bantsi ba ka fitlhelela ditoro tsa go tshamekela ditlhopha tse di farologaneng tsa naga. Le gale go santse go tlhokega tshegetso ya matlole le mafelo a ikatiso a ka fa tlosang dinaletsana tsa isago.
Generation and generation, it can't be suppressed and stay in one place where women, we don't have a voice, we can't get paid equally, but we're doing the same job the guys that are doing. For me, that is abuse.
Portia Modise as an administrator in South African football.
We didn't get that much coverage in the media.
Gangwe le gape mo metshamekong go tlhagalela motshameki yo tlhagalelang ka magetla go batshameki ba bangwe o ka re o tloditswe ka lesego la badimo ba bolo. Motshameki wa maloba wa kgwele ya dinao e bong Portia Modise o wela mo lekaleng la batshameki ba ba diphatsa ba kgwele ya dinao. O gopolwa thata ka dino tsa dinositseng mo mebaleng ya setlhopha sa naga sa banyana. Wa tshamekile makgetlo a feta lekgolo ebile gape e nnile mo kapotene wa setlhopha e le dingwaga tse di kwa tlase.
Akabane with the delivery. Modise, chest it down, Modise! 100 goals, 117 cap. Try and beat that. She is happy. And why not? Portia Modise.
Portia ukhulela wayiCity, Portia ukhuliswa umama nabantwana bakubo. Abo my 3 kumama ke, but I also had other cousin abantwana bakithi, so we grow up siba 6 ekhaya abantwana, then abazali bethu bebethu single mothers, but ngoba ngikhule ekhaya early, that was very welcoming in terms of helping other people, making sure ukuthi abanye abantu they have place to stay. My grandmother will bring people, strangers from different places, you know, to come and stay with us. So we'll end up go 3 room living, rebo my 15, 16 in 3 room.
A re lerato la kgwele ya dinao le simolotse a sa le monnye ka tshosometso ya boabuti ba gagwe.
Kuthando le bola likhula ngoba I had brothers abadlala ibhola. So while I'm home, mengibuye esikolweni, abazali bami sometimes angeke babe khona ekhaya. So abobhuti bami kumele bangithathe bazongibabysitter egroundini. So my brothers were like, there's no way ukuthi angeke sihlale singaye ebholeni ngoba mina sigade wena sihambe ebholeni. Then bangithathe baye nami ebholeni. Mengifika ebholeni, you know, they'll always have these extra soccer balls that ahlelele esayidini bangadlali ngawo. So mengihleli lapho ngibhorekile ngithi let me see ukuthi I can do into yenziwa abobhuti bami, you know.
Bana ba basetsana ba simolola go rata kgwele ya dinao mme fa Portia a simolola go ne go sena ditšhono di le dintsi tsa kgwele ya dinao tsa basetsana. A re o simolotse go e palama a le dingwaga di le 6.
Then I take this thing, I can kick it, I can do things with this thing, you know. Then my brother is watching while I'm playing amabhola lapha ngaphandle. Then after training session yabo going back home, he's like, I went a minute dribble lapha ejaridini, ngathi uyalazi, never. So we started there. Every after training session he comes back with a soccer ball. Jaridini lethu ngeli big space. Then my brother will dribble me, you know. My brother was good. Now, if make it discipline, I maybe the professional, but ngoba mengekho discipline, so he couldn't make it to professional. So yeah, then I developed the love from there. Meng develop uthando from there. I took it to the street. Senyodlala talent team, you know, ngidlala nabafana, sibeka ama dustbin, sesiyabheja 2 run 5 hop.
Ka dinako tseo e ne e le metlholo mo mafelong a mangwe go bona mosetsana a tshameka kgwele ya dinao. A re ne o thusitswe ke gore kwa lefelong la gagwe go ne go sena kgethololo fa go tshamekiwa kgwele ya dinao.
When I played there, I was lucky ngoba ngikhulela naku Kasi where abafana they were not very stereotyped to say Portia ngoba uyintombazana ungadlali nathi. They welcomed me for football. You know, they knew which I was good, and they were like, "Uzodlala nathi." And they never, I think, bangikhumbuza ukuthi konje uyintombazana. It was all about football. You know, it was only there and there mesidlala ne team maybe enye kaselinye ukuthi bafuna ukungikhahlela because they know ukuthi ngiyintombazana. Then my other teammates, they will fight for me ukuthi ani swag wawukhahlela intombazana uswag kuba intombazana wayumkhahlela wangamaki kahle. Yabo. So that will be the only time I'll hear guys saying intombazana in the game. But other than that, they took me in. They built me. I think for them accepting me, they gave me the opportunity. But if they didn't give me the opportunity, I don't think I was gonna be good the way I'm good. You know, because with their strength, with their technique, with their skill, they were there to guide me and to pass it on, to make me feel to be better, to be strong mentally, physically, emotionally.
A re go ne go se bonolo go tshameka le bashimane mme seno sa mo rotloetsa go nna motshameki yo botoka le go ithuta gore tsa motshameko di felela mo lepatlelong.
Mamela sange elpa majita wadlala. So but more soft angeke udlala namajita. So it's what I like in ngokudlala nabafana because you don't have time to be usis. You know, you don't have time to tefe. You have to pick it. You need to pick yourself up. That's why you push if you wanna be in their space. So I like that because they gave me really a strong personality. You know, I have a strong personality just because, you know, the negativity that they will say sometimes. I needed to take it and make it positive because I understand which I'm dominated by them. But I never took. I'm allow to intimidate. They will say something. I'll say something. I don't give it. So for me, that's it will stay in the game.
Ka ntlha ya talente ya gagwe ke fa leina la gagwe le simolla go itswe go ralala Soweto mme a tshamekela setlhopha sa gagwe sa pele sa Rangers Boys kwa neng a tshameka le bashimane ba ba diphatsang mme ba mo amogela gonne a na le botsatsa mo maotong.
I always saying it's more udlala nabantu abamnandi bazokwazi ukurecognize ukuthi umnandi. You know, it's not even about ukuthi intombazana or in. They understand ukuthi umnandi ngalento esihlangane ngayo. You know, let's leave the gender, but with what lento esihlanganisile football umnandi ngayo. So I think when I started to play for Rangers Boys, I was still young. You know, Sashala. I was the youngest team in. But I like the fact that those guys, they accepted me just because of my talent. And when they saw what I was good, they wanted to protect me. All of them, they wanted to be my brothers. All of them, now they didn't want anything. You know, if we're playing with other teams, my fellow brothers will be like, no, hey, my hey, teammate.
Leina la Portia Modise le ne la simolla go nna mo dipounameng tsa barati ba kgwele ya dinao. Cut back inside. And here is Modise. Modise! Portia a re fa simolla o ne a nagana gore ke ene mosetsana yo tshamekang kgwele ya dinao a le nosi mme a simolla go bona ditlhopha tse dingwe tsa basadi ba ba nang le bokgoni ba go tshameka kgwele ya dinao. Ka jalo ke fa tla tshamekela ditlhopha tsa basadi kwa metsesetoropong ya White City le Meadowlands.
Started to play for Cosmos Ladies, Elka Stadium. When I played there, it was nice for me to see there are other people who are like me. We can play, and they were good. Generation Dying Figelebu was a good soccer player. Then when I moved to go Soweto Ladies, go Cosmos Ladies, I went to Soweto Ladies. Soweto Ladies, they were training Meadowlands, and we will travel. Sometimes we will walk to go to the training session from YCT to Meadowlands. You know, because that time we grow up to a disadvantaged home where a Kayavana challenge. You know, and I love this thing, and I wanna go and play. And at that time, I always have to explain why I wanna play football. Like why I need to go to Bashimane.
Fa simolla a tshamekela mo mabaleng a le mantsi a Soweto ke fa talente ya gagwe e simolla go tlhagelela mme a fetsa a tlhophiwa go tshamekela setlhopha sa naga sa banyana.
I had a development. That is why I came on. You know, I was developed. I was never ready-made. You know, that is why ready-made, they don't stay on national team when they get there. They'll never make 150 caps or 120 something caps, you know, because they were ready-made. I worked for it. It was a dream. When I was watching Banyana Banyana, I was like, I need to work for part of that team in this age, presenting my country, singing the national anthem. It's not something that I just wake up, then I saw myself singing the national anthem.
O rotloetsa batshameki ba ba fatlhogang go dira ka thata go bona ditoro tsa bona.
I worked for that. It was not something that mina bang figure bang chola same but suppose Banyana Banyana. I prepared myself to be seen. I'll deserve to be in the national team. Whoever scout that was there, I wanted them to see me out of my work grade. That kid deserved to be in the national team.
A re go tshamekela setlhopha sa bosetšhaba ga se kgetsi e potlana mme go tlhokega boineelo.
That is why we get so mad as footballers when the national team saying us as tools. You know, because we created that mark. You know, we created that legacy to be maintained. We played, we sing the national, we presented our people with pride. The generation that comes after us, they need to respect that. They need to follow our footsteps. They need to wear our jerseys with pride. Because to have which is number 12 for we create those jerseys. You know, number 12 akatumanga njengokuthi bamhenge ebondeni. Number 12 was wear by someone. Yes, number 12 was wear by someone. Number 12 was made by someone. When people see number 12, people go crazy. People celebrate because that person that was wearing that number 12 was doing magic.
A re nomoro ya bolesomepedi o e ratisitswe ke motshameki yo mongwe yo di phaswa e bontsha bomoki.
This 12 ke kgetha because I come from the township. My neighbor is Tsiki. Muletsane ke go City. You know, I grew up being a fan. I love this guy. You know, when I watch Kaizer Chiefs, I'm a fan of Kaizer Chiefs. Kere Tsiki Thabo Mokiyo. Ay. Kere no na, because he's my neighbor. We're gonna grow this number. You know, in the women's side, I'm gonna make this number to be famous.
A re fa o sa katisiwa sentle go tswa bonyenyaneng ga go bonolo gore o ka tswelela mo setlhopheng sa Banyana Banyana.
That is why most of the players that we didn't see them in the development structure, they will never make it that far in the national team because they don't know what it takes to get there. They don't know where it starts to get there. You know, we knew where we started with no resources, with nothing. Economic istina. Sabega istina economic. Amapalami sabega istina le inkulu itina inkulu sithi amapala hlisa sikoncane. Yeah, but those they were my codes. Nangithi ngejimin, ngeitepsi, that was my vision active. You know, I didn't have the access. These things that are happening in the vision active today. My access was a push-up. You know, running around. That was my weight because there were no privileges. So if I can achieve with those privileges, abantwana today with these privileges, if I had these privileges, abantwana manje now with an attitude that I had with no privileges, ngabe ngifar.
Jaaka matlhagolo tsela mo kgweleng ya dinao ya bomme, Portia o ne a tshwanelwa ke go lwela ditshwanelo tsa batshameki go akaretsa megolo e sa lekaneng le ya banna. Mokgatlho wa Ditšhaba Kopano o ne mo bogautshwaneng wa simolola lenaneo la go lwela tekatekanyo ya megolo e le go fokotsa sekgala se segolo sa megolo magareng a basadi le banna. A re go tshwanelwa ke go fedisiwa kgethololo ya bong le go duela ka go lekana gonne seo se tla tlisa seriti.
You know, I think when you find people who doesn't accept Gucci, women they need to get paid equally, you know, with guys. Then you find those who will say women they can't get paid equal with guys because they are women and their football is not the same with guys. So for me you're stupid because you can't compare the two. That is why there's male, there's female. We're not the same. When we're naked, we don't look the same. So why you wanna judge just the same? Guys, they always had opportunities. Guys, they always have a chance to be heard, to be paid. Because guys, they were always believed good, they have responsibilities. Women, they were suppressed. It was things that they were supposed to be in the kitchen, get married, make babies. You don't have a future. I mean, I'll take care of you. But those days are gone. You know, those days are gone. With our generation, we don't want that. We're footballers, we're athletes.
Mo bogautshwaneng o simolotse Portia Modise Foundation le go kwala buka ka bophelo ba gagwe. Portia Modise Foundation e thusa go fatlosa basetsana le basimane ka tsa bophelo go akaretsa go ba ruta matlhale a kgwele ya dinao. A re gantsi basetsana ba tla kwa go ene ba na le kgatlhego ya go tshameka kgwele ya dinao mme ka jalo o tshwanela ke go ba fa dikgakololo.
I have a lot of kids today abazoza kimi bathi Portia sifuna ukudlala ibhola singayenza kanjani. You know, I always say to them, if you still under 10, under 12, go nurture yourself, find a boys team, feed there, go nurture yourself, grow yourself, because they'll help you to grow. You know, when after you grow, you come back to the ladies' side, you'll enjoy your football. Because most of the women, they're playing with women. And then now they take time to improve. Because now, you know, women, Leihlo, are very sensitive. Sometimes the training stops because someone bamkapile, we need to wait. You know, but with boys, there's no such thing, you know. Come on, it's over, ball. You know, so I don't get a time. Oguti bang tetemise. You know, Nami, I see Oguti every time I need to be more stronger and more stronger. Meaning showing elbow. Lameng it's complain about hey, I see this cat to complain about Kalapa.
A re seno se ne sa mo thusa go nna le maikutlo a tsetsepetseng.
You know, your attitude now is telling us now now you're busy. Then when you take that taking it to women, dude, it's a red carpet. What's up? It's a red carpet. So I'll always advise the young girls to say, go train with boys. You know, and it's so unfortunate because we don't have a development structure where we can start our girls in the age of 5 years. You know, teach them how to be professional in the age of 5 years. Teach them a basic in the age of 5 years. Understand the field in the age of 5 years. We don't have that. Then you find girls about 18, 19 saying they want to play football. Mochampeg's got the basic that was supposed to be nurtured when he was still young. Now it's late for me to nurture this girl because he's 19. Yes, he can trap, he can kick, but we're not only doing that in the field. I still have to do more to nurture this player to be complete.
Memonya Peolene ke motshameki wa maloba wa banyana mme ga jaana ke leloko la komiti ya SAFA. A re o gopola sentle fa a simolola go tshamekela banyana.
Portia ne le motho o a kgona go express. You know, when the ball nele mo maotong a gae, she could express herself. You know, the skill. Sometimes, you know, ne ke lebala gore I'm on the field of play and I would watch in awe. You know, the next move that she would do, the things that ball. It made football look so simple, but yet it was so difficult. You know, but she was a quality player. You could see, you know, determination, high passion. You could see passion, high good training. You know, she would give 110% to go training, something that would motivate her. Even if you're not as skillful as her, you know, you would motivate you to put in, you know, a little bit more effort on your down days. But she was a really quality player.
A re ga jaana ba dira ka natla go bona gore dinaledi tse dingwe di a fatloga. SAFA e duelela ditlhophomadi a go duelela dipalangwa, marobalo le dijo, ditirelo tsa bophelo ga mmogo le go hira mabala a metshameko. Le gale ditlhopha tsa kgwele ya dinao di santse di tshwanelwa ke go ya go ngokela babeeletsi go ba thusa ka matlole a mangwe.
The number of teams selling professional is still low. You know, it's I would even say not even professional, semi-professional, so to say. You know, in the Hollywood Bet Super League, you know, FIFA, you know, we found that there's very limited players. They bafang the player, you know, some kind of income or stipend at the end of the month, so that they can make some sort of living out of football. So we still have a long way to go, but you know, slowly but surely we are getting there.
We feel good. If I play football, I'm working. I can be able to do a living for myself. I don't have to have a man ang useless. I can what happened to that? But I feel good to those who are stereotypists, those who are scared to give an opportunities to women, because there's those who want to control women. You know, we still have those stereotype people, those who believe good. No, if we can give women equality, now we're not gonna get respect or disrespect. Now we can't control them. Those are sick people for me. They are sick because that needs to change. Generation and generation, it can't be suppressed and stay in one place where women, we don't have a voice, we can't get paid equally, but we're doing the same job the guys that are doing. For me, that is abuse.
Mongwe wa batsamaisi ba kgwele ya dinao kwa Soweto ke Rre Patrick yo thusang go baakanya dikgaisano tsa metshameko ya matlhobo kwa Middlelands. Ene ke gantsi a bona Portia a tshameka mo lepatlelong leno ka bokgabane ba gaesale. A re Portia o dirile go ka tlala seatla.
You've played your role. Indima yakho idlalile mayifika ebholweni laselokishini. But now what engicelayo kuwe kakhulu mntana sekhaya, Portia, don't lose hope, motivate other kids asibapushe bafane nabo Portia Modise. Remember you from overseas. Abanye abantwana bakaze bagibela ne-aeroplane, wena you flight inyawo zakho nebhola likhambisile. Motivate other ladies nabo bazokwazi ukupusha bakhiphe italente labo, and then they end up being overseas, and then nawe uzothi uhlele ekhaya umdala ubatshele ukuthi you had an impact in terms of South African football.
Le fa tlotlommadiwa ka ditiro tsa gagwe, sebe sa pere ke gore batshameki ba maloba ba banyana ba phela ka bodidi mme ga ba fiwe ditšhono go katisa kgotsa go tsamaisa mananeo a kgwele ya dinao.
Old people abafuni power, they don't want to hand over. Even when they see good, they can't rule us because we can't think the same. You can't feed our mind because your mind is backwards and our mind is forward. We need to change. We need to revolve the situation that is happening in football. You know, there's better ideas now that we need to put. There's better understanding of football that we need to put because there's technology now surrounding football. You know, so we have that sitting. But where are we sitting? Outside, Komachai. Who running football? Computer kudala leya box.
Go tswalelwa ga naga ka ntlha ya segajaja sa COVID-19 go ile ga emisa ditiro tsa Portia Modise Foundation, mme go bulwa ga ikonomi go bontsha fa ditiro tsa ga Portia Modise di tlile go tswelela go fetola matshelo a batho ba le bantsi.
Ke ka fa re fitlang mafelong a lenaneo la rena bošegong ba lekgono e ba le rena gape bekeng e tla go mošupologo seripagare go tšwa go iri ya seswae gona mo go SABC 2 go pela gabotse gore o ka romela email go leihlo la setšhaba @sabc.co.za goba o ka romela fax go 086 613 1227. Rena gape le tlakala la rena la Facebook mo e le gore o ka kgona go boleišana la rena gona go pela gabotse mananeo a rena ka moka o kgona wa humana go YouTube. Go kwa ka lenaneo le latelago theeletša Lesedi FM, Thobela FM le Motswedi FM mošupologo o mongwe le o mongwe mesong a be boroko.